This is The White Farm by Callie. It's 147.30 megabytes to download. This does require 4 mods to download before you can play it. They are Silos and Containers plus USA White Farm, a building pack, both by Bernie SCS, Placeable Power Line by Top Ace 888, and the Old Grain Mills by Bartson V3. And the description says, welcome to the White Farm mod map, a fictional area in the US state of Pennsylvania, somewhere between Baltimore and Philadelphia. The White Farm takes place in an idyllic area where family farms still dominate. Here you'll find everything that makes a real farmer's heart beat faster, produce products from your garden, take care of your animals and cultivate your fields. The White Farm is a typical single player map, but you can also play with 2 to 3 players in multiplayer. And on this map you can find 4 new productions, which are mixed salad, strawberry jam, popcorn and fries. 1 cart, 1 farm even, with cows, chickens, pigs and a farm production. 1 purchasable paddock, 18 fields, 5 meadows, 1 forest area, 1 building area, 3 purchasable field barns, 1 buyable bale pallet storage, and various points of sale and production. There is a couple of customized vehicles there which we'll look at when we check it out, and it says at the bottom, I hope you enjoy the White Farm. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and this is the map, guys. So it's not a huge map, but then Callie doesn't tend to do huge maps. What is interesting though is they normally do European maps, so they're having a crack at a USA map. So not going to be for everyone, because your typical USA map's going to be huge fields and a big map, but this is it. So we are in new farmer mode. We start off up here at our main farm, and in new farmer mode we do start off with quite a bit. So we've obviously got the main farm there, which is plot 5. We've got a field here, plot 4, 6, 7, and then this plot there, which is, oh no, it's not a grass field, that is corn. This is a grass field. So those are your meadows, which it says in the description, and down there like so. So these are all separate to buy, because in Farm Manager and Start From Scratch you don't have any land. So the farm is 99,000 just over, 147 for that field, 90 grand that, 182, 65 grand that field, 183. So the field prices vary. This guy here, 102, 558 for that fella, like so. There is a forestry area up here which we can purchase, 221,592, like so. Now there is a couple of little areas to buy, like it says in the description. So there is a bale and pallet storage, which we'll buy as we go round. There's also 3 sheds, and you need to buy those for the triggers to show up for the bale and pallet storage, and to be able to use the sheds you need to buy the land to be able to open the doors, etc. They're pretty easy to spot. It's these small little plots here. They're not very expensive, but we will buy them as we go. So 10 grand I think is the cheapest one, and a little one up there like so. Top right, we'll talk about that when we get there, but we can buy that as well for just over 8 grand. Very cheap as well, I think, that. And there's a few points of sales and productions as we go. Now you will notice there is vehicles in random spots around the map. They are there for decoration, so we can't click on them, but they are there, and we go up to them and it will say in the field info that they're rented by us, but we can't get in them, we can't use them. There's these 2 fellas which we can click on. So we've got a rock picker and a roller. We'll talk about them when we get down by the store, because that's where they are. But that is it for the map, I think. So if we scroll up in this menu still, there's no collectibles. In productions, we do start off with a few in new farmer mode. So we've got a fermenter on our farm, which is a very cool mod that is part of the USA White Farm pack. But you can basically produce silage from these 4 products. So pretty good, like for like as well, grass, hay, chaff and straw. We've got 2 vegetable gardens where we can grow tomatoes, lettuce and strawberries, just like your standard greenhouses. They only require water. And then we do have a farm production, again all on our farm this is, where we can produce our mixed salad and strawberry jam. So for the mixed salad, all you need is your tomatoes and lettuce from your vegetable gardens, and your strawberry jam, you just need strawberries and your strawberry jam will come out. So nice and simple. There is contracts available on the other fields, and in animals we do have some already in the pens and barns. So we've got 8 pigs in our pig barn, we've got 10 chickens, 1 rooster in the pasture, and then in the cow shed we've got 5 Angus and 5 Holsteins. Nice. Moving up, the equipment, it is all brand new and hardly any hours on, but it is all at 50%, so you are going to need to repair some of that at some point. In the prices menu, if we scroll all the way down, we will have those new productions products. So we've got popcorn, plenty of places to sell, French fries, mixed salad and strawberry jam. So again, plenty of places to sell those. Crop calendar is standard, I believe, and that is it. So we'll go through mods, slot counts, and then we'll get cracking. So first of all, mods, if we go into the vehicle section and tab to here, these are mods that are part of the map, which are going to be vehicles, pieces of equipment, like it says in the description. So we've got the John Deere here, 4755 and 4955. They've got increased horsepower, so this will be your standard John Deere base game one, the 4755. But if I tab across now, we can change it to 4955 for an extra 47.5 grand. But it bumps the horsepower up to 246, and we can go 27 miles per hour instead of 19. So that's why that's modded in. Then we've got this windrower. That's modded in because it is the white edition, because we are on the white farm. Can't do anything else, you can't configure it, so that's why that's modded in. And then with the Case Magnum 8910, a bit like the John Deere, that has been boosted up horsepower and speed, I believe. So those are those. Now in build mode, most of these mods that are in here are the required mods, but we will go through them. So in sheds we have quite a few, so a lot from the USA White Farm building pack, like so. In silos we have, let's go back a bit, part of the silos and containers pack. We've got all of these guys, which you'll see on our farm in a second as well. We've got a multi-fruit silo, things like that. Part of the USA farm pack, we've got manure pit, bunker silos and a bale and pallet storage. That is modded in because that is on our farm. You'll see that in a second. Quite cool what they've done there, I like that. Silo extensions, we've got this potato silo extension, so it's going to be an extension to your silo in here, which I did rush through those, but there you go. It's a potato silo for storing your spuds, pretty cool. And in containers, got quite a few. We've got a seed silo where you can basically store seeds, a diesel tank, a water tank we can get water from, liquid fertilizer for storing again, and another water tower. Then we had in farmhouses, this farmhouse, which you'll see in a second, that is on our farm. In factories we do have part of the old grain mills pack, these two. So we've got the old grain mill and the old American grain mill, plus the fermenter. Then we do have in sell points the fast food restaurant, which has been adapted I think to take the extra products. And then in greenhouses we have those vegetable gardens, which we'll see in a second as well. They're again part of the White Farm building pack. And then in generators we've got a windmill. If you place that down, it's going to produce an income for you, which is nice. And then in animals, there's quite a few, I know. In cows we've got a cow shed with manure pit, but that is on our farm, you'll see that in a second. Horses, we've got a horse pasture that will hold 10 pigs. We've got a pig barn, 150 pigs. Nothing in sheep. In chickens we do have chicken pasture that will hold 360. And then in others we have a dog house, which you'll see if you haven't already seen it at the start. In decoration and fences we're almost there, guys. I do like to show you these though. We have the power line with pole and different things, so you can put down extra power lines if you want, but these are already on the map here, so they've used them already. But if you want to put down extra ones, that's where you'll find those. And then in others, decoration, we've got a USA flag, we've got a farm sign, and we've got a pallet rack like so. That is it for the mods, guys. If we go into landscaping and painting, we've got animal mud, asphalt, rock, which is going to be like cobblestones by the look of it, dirt, forest ground, grass, gravel, quite a few gravels, and then dirt at the end. That is it. I don't think there was anything in trees or plants. Right, that's that bit over. Let's do slot counts. So in new farmer mode, it is 1,257 slots, and you get a lot of equipment. So we get all of this, and we get a small tractor, small case, medium tractors. We've got the two modded in ones I've just showed you. We've got a Max Superliner truck. We've got a big harvester, skid steer loader. We've got a forklift, a pickup. Oh, sorry, a trailer, just one. No other smaller trailers, so this is going to go on your truck. We've got a header for your harvester, plus a corn header, a disc harrow, a power harrow, a subsoiler, a seeder, a planter, a sprayer, a manure spreader, a slurry tank, a side mower, a tedder, a windrower, a forage wagon, a baler. In animals, we've got a feed mixer, a liquid tanker and a water tanker, front loader with a manure fork attachment, skid steer loader tools, we've got a bucket and a bow spear, trailer for your header, got a couple of weights, and then in miscellaneous we've got the Bachmann trailer for, I guess, transporting your, well, vehicles or pallets, whatever you want to do. So quite a lot of equipment. Now if you don't really want any of that, I sold all of that off and I got the slot count down to 1,017. If you come on here in Farm Manager and start from scratch, the slot count is 1,019. Oddly enough, you start off with one of these weights, which is very weird. I don't know why, but you don't get anything else, any other equipment, no land. So very random, and the weight is in this shed somewhere, this cow shed. So I'm not sure why you get that, but you do. So, right, that is it, I believe. Now there's potential to bring that slot count down even more, because you can sell off pretty much all of this farm. It did leave a couple of things, so I couldn't seem to get rid of this marker here, which was part of the farm production. But I got rid of most of this on here, and then if you buy any of the other sheds around the map, or that bale and pallet storage, the horse pasture, you can sell all that off as well, which is pretty cool. Right, let's get cracking. So there's your dog kennel. We've got a cool little sort of jetty here with a hammock. Can you imagine falling asleep there? That'd be awesome. This is the farmhouse. We can go inside it, which is cool because we've got a sleep trigger just in there. I think we can open other doors. This is a wardrobe function. We can open these doors as well. like so. We will be going through there. So this is where your pallets are going to appear for your farm production. So the field info bottom right is showing farm production, and this is where we can manage it. So like I said, that is going to be for producing your mixed salad and strawberry jam, and they will appear here, the pallets of those. To put in your ingredients is round the back, and handily enough we have the 2 vegetable gardens. So again, these we can manage: tomatoes, lettuce or strawberries. They just need water. There's your water in point, and then your pallets will appear there. You just got to take them over to there, like so, unless you want to sell them, of course, that is. We've got a little shed here with our forklift in. We've got a fuel tank here. We can fill that up to 5,000 litres. It is empty. Got some shed space here with a tanker. Most of the sheds have got lights on. You can turn them on wherever you're sort of stood. We will go around this way. More equipment. We've got another shed where we can open all this up. This is actually our pig barn. So your dialogue box for your pigs is here. We'll hold 150, we know that. Your feed and straw triggers are in here. Your pigs will appear in here, and also you can drive through there as well, which is nice. Look, also out here, some more of our equipment. There is an upstairs, so you can put bales and things like that up there if you want to store things, if you so wish to. So if I run round this side, we do have a manure heap there where you can load up from, so that's where your manure will spawn. Your slurry point collection is just here. If we go up the ramp, we've got double doors, and like I say, you can put whatever you want up here really. Do have lights in here that will turn the lights on everywhere in here, even down in where the pigs are. So there you go, which is cool. Over the side here, we've got more shed space with our equipment in. We do have a slurry extension for storing your slurry if you want to get more and more, build it up. We have here a feed silo. So I haven't properly tested this. I tested the feed silo. We've got one over by the cow barn. I think it's basically for just storing your feed for your animals. So if you want to put in pig food here, you can just store it there if you want, and then every now and then take it in to feed them. But if you're doing all the crops, it should take all the crops that the pigs will eat as well, so you can store it in there like so. The capacities you're going to find in the build mode, so it's that guy there, 200,000 litres for that one, so easy enough to find them if you want to. We've got more shed space here and equipment. Round the back, this is our silo, multi-fruit. I think it's 2 million litre capacity. So you tip in and pipe out like so. There's a lot to take in on this farm, I must admit. I will go here. This is field info. That's a liquid fertilizer tank, so that will hold up to 173,500 litres. Load it up, take it out. We've got another silo, but this is a seed one, but this will do seeds and solid fertilizer up to 27,300 litres. Got a water point there, so you can get your water out. Chicken pasture, so your feed trough there. Dialogue boxes here, 360 chicks. Eggs are going to spawn there. You can go in if you want, and in here, so they will go in and out through the ramp or through the wall like that if they want. So there's your chicken pasture. Round here, now this is like a maze in here, so forgive me if it's all over the place, but this is part of the cow shed with manure pit, so quite a bit going on. So here you're going to collect your milk. Now there is signs on a lot of things, which is pretty handy. So we've got a milk point there. We can go in and around a lot of these doors like so. So it's just a little shed, you're not really going to be able to do much with that, but we can go in this one, go in through all of these. Again, it's like a maze. Cows out in here, In fact, I'm going to go back out because otherwise it's just going to get really confusing. I think we can probably open these gates, yeah, like so. Cows all through here. Dialogue boxes there, 45 cows this will hold. We know we've got 10 in there. Again, you can open these gates if you want. It does say manure there, so somewhere around here, I haven't tested it, you're going to be able to get your manure out like so. You might have to muck them out yourself, I'm not sure. Haven't tested it. I normally do, so apologies for that. Just in here we've got a feed and straw trigger like so, and then at the back we've got the feed mixer ready to go. We've got the feed silo, so even though that's the tipping in icon, I think the icon's around the wrong way. This is actually where you're going to collect out, so you can put in there silage, grass, hay. In fact, if I jump in here and click on that, you can actually put TMR in if you're just going straight down that route. Silage, hay, straw. So it's going to be your ingredients for making TMR or feeding your cows, etc. like that. Right, again we've got sheds, lights, have we? No, maybe not. Around here we've got slurry point for your cows with a tanker all ready to go. Around this side is the feed silo, so again feed silo, you can back up there, tip in like that. So yeah, that's normally like your taking out symbol, so I think they're around the opposite way. More shed space. Now we can go up this ramp. This is pretty cool what they've done here. So you could, if you want, come in, put pallets up into here, or bells should I say, not pallets. Got the baler and skid steer loader, but just here is a bale and pallet storage. So if you look bottom right of field info, it's showing we've got 3 round bales of hay and 3 round bales of straw. So you will come here to take them. They are actually over there, so they will be stored in there. If I do that, it's showing the round bales of hay and straw, and I can take them out depending on what you've got in there. So if I take all 3 of those out, they will appear now there, and then you can pick them up with your skid steer loader and off you go. So storage, look, awesome. So, and it holds up to 250. Ooh, that's a lot, isn't it? Another slurry extension. I did notice these fences, they don't have any collisions on. I was driving all through them, so that's pretty cool because it can get a little bit tight around in there. But that, oh, the fermenter, which is there, like so. So tipping in, pipe out to collect, and that is going to produce silage depending on what you put in there. So happy days. I think that is it for the farm, I believe. In here somewhere, that one, we've got our pickup. So we're going to jump in there. I'm going to quickly add in some money actually, so bear with me while I do that, because we'll buy a couple of things as we go. Okay, bit more money. Yeah, I think I've covered everything around the farm. There's quite a lot going on, isn't there? Anyway, if we come down here, we do have 2 horses in there, but we do need to buy that. So that is going to be one of the little plots. It's only 4.5 grand, just over. We do that, and now we've got the triggers come up. We can open the gates there if you want to take them out for a little ride. These will hold 10, as we know, and then your feed triggers. I don't think they take straw. It says water, so water's probably going to be there even though there's no trigger. But there is some horses. If we move around, there's people walking around as well. We've got traffic on here. I mean, you know it's going to be good because Cali's maps are normally pretty awesome. So this is one of the 3 sheds. I won't show you the other 2. We will drive past them though, but I won't buy it. So at the minute I can't do anything. I can't open that shed at all. So if I come down, click on that plot, again pretty cheap, 6,400, just over. We've bought that, and then I can use that, and there is lights in here as well. And we can also, if you want to, get rid of it. So once you've bought the land and you've done that, you can sell it off, which is good. Right, just here, another thing we're going to buy. This is the popcorn production. So if we buy that for 60 grand, now go into here. All you need is corn, and you're going to get popcorn out. So pretty easy. Tip your corn in there, and then your pallets will appear at the end here, like so. So you can produce your popcorn. Moving on from there, got another custom production. I'm going to stop there. This is on the door. We do have a couple of signs, just one back there, and I think there's one there telling you what it is. Oh, come on. There you go. French fries production, just here, 60 grand again. I'll do that. All you need is potatoes, French fries out, happy days. You're tipping in. You can open these two, and you can drive through. So your tipping in's inside. You can drive all the way through, which is nice, and then your pallets will appear just out the back here. And over here, if I stand about there, we are down here now. If I click on that, if we buy that plot for 5,616, click off that, we now got the bell and pallet storage, and the icons appear like so. 250 capacity, like so. So pretty cool. And again, if you want to, once you've bought it, you can sell that off if you don't really want it, and that's obviously going to reduce your slot count. Now if we go down through the woods, we've got a bit of bowling going on, but these are they're like concrete. You got a job to knock them over. Rubbish game, whatever. So there we go. Oh, there we go, back in the pickup. Right, off we go again. Stupid. Let's head on down this way. I do like this area as well, how this has been done. So we're going to go right here first. We go under a little bridge. We will be going over that bridge in a second. Just here by this red barn, we've got a point where we can buy seeds, solid fertilizer and lime. And then opposite we've got the dairy, as you can see, which is your production. Pretty standard with that. So that's pretty cool. Back out the way we came, and then we'll go around here. A few little houses dotted around to bring it to life. So we're now going over that bridge. We were down there just a minute ago. Got a fuel, oh, just broke their sign. We've got a fuel station just there, and then in here we've got the shop, like so. So workshop trigger just here, shop menu just there, and then these are the two guys. So you don't get any field info come up on those, but if I run over to this big tractor which is on display, this is what it's going to be like for here and the other trucks that are around the map. So it says rented by you, but I can't go in it, can't do anything with it, you can't click on it. But if I quickly reset one of our tractors, that one will do, and then jump in that, we can, by the look of it, again not fully tested, but if it's allowing us to do this much, I'm pretty certain we're going to be able to use those if we want to. So you don't need to buy a roller or a rock picker if you didn't want to. Awesome. Right, let's get going again. Head on out this way. There's a nice map. Like I say, I've always liked Callie's maps. Very cool. Played on a few of them. It's just a bit different that they've gone for an American one. On the left there, very cool little area as well. I like that. This is Route 222 Diner, 222 Diner. It's a sell point. Nicely done. And then going up here, I do like the roads. They're all nice and crisp. Been done very well. On the right, we've got the bakery just there. Oh, excuse me. And then round here, we've got the grocer Mart. Even though it's like the farmers market building, it's actually classed as grocer Mart. If we go in here, this is that section I was talking to you about up top right. You can buy that again, very cheap, 8,445. Nothing shows up, but look how flat and clear it is. So it's a building plot, so you can put whatever you want down here. More productions, build a farm. Nice that that's there if we want. Nope, not that way. If we go right here, is one of those trucks and the trailer. So field info's on. It will say those things rented by us, but again, we can't go in them. They're just there for decoration. But this is a sale point, and this is wholesale. Just up in there. You can come in and out this way. We just saw this road as we whizzed past after the diner. We need to go back past the diner, which is there, and take this dirt track. And we're heading over to that cool windmill, which is one of the required mods, and that one is the old American grain mill. Got a little bit of a trick up its sleeve though, so this is a separate mod, so some of you be familiar with it, but if not, you'll tip in all your products there, and it has got a out pipe there because it does some extra things. Pallets will spawn there, but if we go in here and buy this, 20 grand, pretty cheap again, and then go on there, we can produce flour from the 4 usual suspects: wheat, barley, oat and sorghum. It will do oils as well, so if you're doing sunflower, canola or olive oil, awesome. And we can produce pig food, 3 different recipes. So how cool is that? So your pallets are there, pig food come out of there. Happy days. Right, off we go. Because it's such a small map, you can see quite a lot of the different areas where we're sort of heading to. Actually, we're just about to go past our farm entrance, so as you can see, we've got some nice signs up. And there's the farm sign, which is one of the mods. Just up here we have another one of those sheds, but I won't stop or buy it. Apologies for that, I got interrupted. Right, moving on, straight across the road we have the animal dealer. So dialogue box just here, it's going to show up all our animal pastures. Again, we've got vehicles showing up, but they're just there for the decoration, as we know. Next door to that we have hay shed, so that's where you're going to sell your bales. Around the back here we've got the fast food restaurant, and then through here we've got our grain mill, so pallets out there, tip in there, buy production just there, which is cool. We've got the forestry area on our right. There is a little barn building there, but that doesn't do anything. You can't buy that plot of land, that's purely decoration. So yeah, the forestry through in there. And then the third and final shed is just to our left. And then in here We have the debris crusher just there, and this is our sawmill. You can go in and out around here as well. You can do a loop if you look at the mini map around the forest. Pallets just there by the sawmill there. Sell your wood here, and then wood chips out over there. That is the map, guys. So we did all round the farm, down to the horses, down in there, popcorn, fries, went through there, under the bridge, lime, dairy, back out, across, fuel shop, all the way up, the diner, up here, bakery, grocery mart, into that building plot, down into here for wholesale, across there, that old windmill, grain mill, up in there, past the shed, animal dealer, bale sale point, fast food restaurant, grain mill, up round there, debris crusher, sawmill. That is the White Farm by Callie. Hope you have all enjoyed it, guys, and it wasn't too much, but I tried to give you as much info as I can. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to smash the bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.